Hello Capricorn and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. There's a slightly different setup today because I'm using this lovely new spread cloth that my sister made for me. So having said that, Capricorn, this is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 2nd to the 16th of August 2021, and it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is the Pythia Botanica oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see. What words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Capricorn for the 2nd to the 16th of August 2021? What messages are here for Capricorn for the next 2 weeks? What does Capricorn need to know at this time? So let's fan this deck out. It doesn't like to be fanned. I'll take that one and that one, and let's see what you get. Merriment, oh, with Eyebright, that's nice, and invert fear with Blackthorn. So Blackthorn, invert fear, is about facing up to something that may be daunting for you, facing your fears, and through that courage, changing that fear into activity, or inverting that fear through facing up to it and into productivity, into bravery. And then you've got merriment, which is a nice release after facing a difficult challenge. It is what it says. It's finding that joy, that happiness, a moment of pleasure and celebration, perhaps, just release, a release of tension to enjoy a moment of pleasure. So there you have invert fear and merriment. But let's see where the rest of the reading goes. So let's see what's on the cards for Capricorn for the 2nd to the 16th of August 2021. What messages are here for Capricorn for the next 2 weeks? What does Capricorn need to know at this time? And this is the Northern Animal Tarot that I'm using today, and I'll put down an 8-card spread for you, with the first 2 cards depicting you, where you are in your current situation, and the next 2 cards highlighting the challenges that you may be facing at this time, or certainly showing your aspirations. The following 2 cards will offer you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards your last 2 cards, which reveal your possible outcome to this time period. Certainly shows your rising potentials and the energy you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. Wow, okay, you start with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Right, and your challenges are the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Your guidance is the Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, and there you move towards the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups, and you have at the bottom of the deck the Four of Cups. Right, so I get a sense here with looking at your oracle card here, invert fear, this contemplation in this, that this picture portrays, this is sort of someone going inward, but you know, almost too much. Maybe he's spending too much time or too much intensity thinking about how he feels, and perhaps he's feeling a bit of fear. So it sort of shows that, you know, rather than the focus being on your emotions, you need to be looking for some new opportunity that could be bringing you the potential for great joy. And here, even in your guidance card, is the little cup there. So that's quite nice. So where you begin at a beginning, really. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, a potential here, a potential perhaps for earning, but certainly something that can bring you stability and security, a new focus, a new work. Some new practical thing is emerging. And you're at a point now where you can begin to put that potential into physical being, into practice. And as you can see, perhaps it's a bit daunting. It's going to involve a lot of study, a lot of learning as you go, and it requires your intent. It requires your focus and your dedication. But the little Page of Pentacles knows that if he puts his heart and soul into it, this is something that can begin to grow. It's going to take him outside of his comfort zone. And then again, you have the invert fear card again. If you're willing to go outside your comfort zone, you can begin to build up something that provides growth, stability, abundance, security, certainly bringing you to something of value, whatever value is to you. But you do have some challenges. There seems to be a lack of coordination here. The Five of Wands can simply mean exciting new challenges that you'll be facing, but it can also point towards a lack of cooperation among people who should be working together. These, you know, individuals are sparring, there's competition, but if they all aligned their energies, aligned their sense of purpose and work together, they'd be able to build something effectively. Also, there's perhaps, you know, the Six of Wands on its own is a card of success and attainment and acknowledgement of that. But next to the Five of Wands and in a challenge position, it sort of suggests that this getting to that point of success is going to be a challenge because of a lack of cohesive energies. So, you know, there's perhaps a desire, a need to find this attainment, to achieve this. Perhaps achieving it's so important that it sort of brings a bit of fear. And part of your challenge perhaps is to find that enjoyment in this endeavor, to be able to have fun with this pursuit. So as guidance, you're shown here that what you're beginning is definitely something that can bring you joy, fulfillment. And I mean, out of perhaps a difficult situation, this beauty can emerge. If you look at the flowers here are reminiscent of the lotus, which blooms a beautiful blossom coming from obscurity, from difficulty, from mud. But there you have this wonderful potential for new joy, for new contentment and emotional fulfillment in your life. But it's only a potential at this stage. You need to work at it to bring it about. And in doing so, you may well need to accept help where it's offered. You may need to ask for help. Ask for cooperation. Perhaps you need to coordinate this in order to begin to work through bringing this potential to fulfillment. The Six of Pentacles is about give and take, receiving and giving gifts, but certainly resources and enjoyment. Perhaps for some of you who are worried about having enough resources, this card will give you the reassurance that you will have all the resources you need. They will be made available to you. So you've got 2 6 cards in alignment here, and that's sort of about give and take, about sharing, about connecting in a positive way that brings further stability and cooperation. They're great cards for cooperation. It's interesting that you've got those two together there. So there you have your guidance cards. There's something around you, something about you, potential about you that you need to note and harness, because this is something that can bring you joy as well as comfort and security, stability, and perhaps a new potential for learning and earning. And it brings you to having opened a doorway for yourself. Through harnessing this potential, you reach a point where you can make a decision, where you can walk through a doorway into further growth and potential here. It sort of shows the world being at your oyster, so it's a lovely position. But as you step through that door, you may find you need to move on from something before it becomes stale. The 8 of Cups shows moving on to things better. So where you may be simply complacent and having become perhaps a little bored, but there's you're being urged to look towards a potential that opens doors for you and sees you moving on to things better, things that are more fulfilling than where you are. And your adversities are not difficult. This is simply about aligning opposing energies or facing competition and being prepared to work hard and learn as you go in order to find success and achievement. And know that help is on the way. All you need to do is to be willing to receive it, to ask for it, resources being made available to you. And as I say, you step through the potential that you've harnessed, opening a doorway onto better things. And even if it means leaving something that you're comfortable in now, leaving it behind because there's more on the horizon for you. So there you have it, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have yourself a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.